I thank you very much for this kind invitation to be a part of this very august ceremony, and I bring you warm Calvary greetings from the Ringway Gospel Center of the Assemblies of God Church and my wife, Dramani Mahama. It is with profound humility that I join you today to celebrate this incredible milestone of 25 years of rural evangelism by the Catholic Diocese of Yendi. It is also a perfect occasion to honor the indomitable service and leadership of Bishop Emeritus Most Reverend Vincent Sowa Boynai, SVD. His dedication, his faith, and commitment to the diocese are etched in the hearts of many. And over the years, we have observed with admiration how Bishop Emeritus Boynai stuck out in Yendi all through the turbulence of conflict and violence, offering himself and his mission to all factions in the Yendi crisis in search of the elusive peace at the time. The story of how peace and calm has come back to Yendi cannot be fully told without the role that was played by Bishop Emeritus Boynai. We extend our gratitude and respect to him for all that he did during this period, and we wish him rest in retirement. But they say once a bishop, always a bishop. They never really retire. They fade away. Aiko Bishop Emeritus. When we reflect on the journey of rural evangelism, one clear thing that we can all agree on is that it is not an easy job at all. In rural societies where transport is poor, settlements are dotted far and between each other, with only narrow paths, in some cases connecting them, bringing the light of Christ to these communities involves long walks, lonely journeys to distant communities, standing and working under the hot sun, and sometimes braving torrential rain. It takes resilience and persistence anchored in faith to build the schools, health, clinics, hospitals, community centers, and to invest in the skills training that have contributed to the holistic development of our people, not only in Yendi Diocese, but the country as a whole. Indeed, Ghanaians owe much to the Catholic missions for the progress we have made thus far as a country and as a people. This is evident especially in today's context of the deteriorating state of our education system, and in all this gloom, mission schools continue to shine as symbols of hope and excellence to emulate. And that is why we stand for giving the missions a greater role in the management of their schools in order that we maintain the excellence that they are displaying. Indeed, as the Bible reminds us in James chapter 2, 14 to 17, faith without works is dead. You have demonstrated your faith as a church not only through words, but through tangible actions that have transformed the lives not only of your congregation, but of our people at large. But this is not a time for us to grow complacent, for the work is far from over. And as is said in the Bible, the harvest is plentiful, but the laborers are few. And so let us pray to the Lord of the harvest to send more laborers. Our country and our world are not what they were 25 years ago. The church now faces new challenges, moral and ethical conflicts rising from unemployment and harsh economic realities, including the adverse effects of climate change. Yet just as Christ faced adversity but emerged victorious, so too will the church remain emerge victorious. And as Romans chapter 12 verse 2 tells us, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. The church must adapt to the changing world while remaining steadfast in its mission to spread the gospel of the kingdom of God. My brothers and sisters in the Lord, Ghana is known for its peaceful religious coexistence. We've always been the envy of many countries in our sub-region, where peace has eluded them. Whether in football or in politics, even when we disagree, we have always respected each other's views. The peaceful resolution of various conflicts in Yendi is a testimony of our desire for peaceful existence and progress. But this peace, this gift, precious gift, must never be taken for granted. As we approach the elections, we should never forget that peace is fragile. And like an egg, once it is cracked, it cannot be put together again without the scars showing. Recent events that have taken place of unprovoked violence are deeply troubling. We've also witnessed attacks and various forms of violence visited on young people peacefully embarking on health walks or expressing their opinions. We must never again unleash fatal violence on our people at polling stations, peacefully expressing their democratic rights to choose their leaders. We must all commit not to be the first to throw the stone. The peace and tranquility of our country means more to me than anything else. We must also commit not to allow impunity to fester in this context, and I would like to call on the religious community in particular and all groups, including the Peace Council in the regions and at the national level, working for peace and non-violence, to speak out when the threat of violence occurs, especially before elections, when the rules of fair elections appear to be breached. In Proverbs 31 verse 8, it urges us, and I quote, to speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, to ensure justice for those who are being crushed. Silence is not an option when peace is at stake. And my fathers, mothers, sisters, and brothers, I make a solemn commitment to you on this occasion that the party that I lead will do all in our power to preserve the peace of our dear nation, Ghana. Despite the challenges we face as a country, I remain hopeful for Ghana's future. Our greatest asset is our youth. Africa today has the world's youngest population, with 60% of the population estimated to be under the age of 35. Here in Ghana, our population is youthful and fast-growing. We have no time to waste. We must invest in their education, in their skills and their future, or risk losing the promise of a brighter tomorrow. We acknowledge the role of the church in providing education, and as the defense minister said, without the school established by the church, he probably would be on the farm in Chamba. We thank the church for saving our brother. For saving our brother and bringing him here to us. We also thank the church for investment in healthcare. It is said that health is wealth. And but for the supplementary role of the church in supplementing what government provides, we would not have a healthy nation. I also acknowledge the role of the church in skills training, teaching skills to our young women and our youth in weaving and other such professions, batik making, and so on and so forth. And we expect that the church will continue to do so. We look forward to partnering with the church also in the area of income generation and the growing of small businesses and creating entrepreneurs. That is the way to go. The public sector employs just a little over 900,000 people out of a population of almost 33 million. It means that for the majority of our people, they must find employment in the private sector or be able to establish their own businesses. And I think that small and medium enterprises are the engine of growth for any economy. My fathers, mothers, brothers, sisters, today we celebrate 25 years of rural evangelism. It has been 25 years of planting seeds of faith, hope, and transformation. And as we look ahead, let us all commit to building a future where every child and every woman and every man can thrive in a nation that values peace, integrity, and respect for one another. I urge you all to keep hope alive. And as Isaiah said in chapter 40, verse 31, but those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on the wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint. My brothers and sisters, let us continue to draw strength from our faith, from our unity, and from our shared vision of a better Ghana. And to my dear father, Bishop Emeritus Vincent Soaboy-Nai, your legacy will continue to inspire generations to come. And I wish to congratulate once again the Catholic Diocese of Yendi on this remarkable milestone. May God bless you and bless your congregation, and may your congregation grow from strength to strength, and may God bless our beloved nation, Ghana.